Welcome back to Book Review, Episode 2 of the iGEN Book Review Series, where we are reviewing the book the iGEN, and we've been on it for the past 1 week now. This is the second episode, and I'm so excited that you're here. Today we are actually starting the letters, right? And I'll get straight into it. So this is the first chapter, the first letter. And it says, "Dear Gen Z, bad things happen." This particular letter, I feel like it was very, very personal, and it actually hits nail at the head. All right. So it says, "Dear Gen Z, bad things happen." It's very expected and usual for Gen Z to expect only good and to prepare for only good. But what happens when bad things happen? What happens when the stuff that you don't expect just came out from nowhere and you're like, how? And this is something that we're not really thought of. And that's why this book addresses it. It addresses the fact that Gen Zs need to prepare for unexpected things. Yes. Gen Zs need to expect unexpected. So it's for you to understand that life does not always go a straight line. So you may be planning a particular way, and then you see yourself in another way. So something happened 2 weeks ago. I think this week makes it 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. I already posted it on my social media page, but then I was preparing for work. I'm an NYC core member, and I was preparing for work. And just the morning, I boiled hot water to go and bathe. When I really see it, I had to prepare, hot water to go and bathe. On reaching the bedroom, I slipped. Bedrooms are wet. So I slipped in the bedroom, fell on my back, and the hot water with the kettle that I was holding landed on my hand, my right hand, if you can see. And it took me like some seconds to understand what happened, because in my mind I was like, wait, clear, like not just ring in my head. I was on the floor trying to understand, wait, the hot water just poured on my hand. It's a bit too pouring, because first of all, it's not like I woke up and I was just captured. I woke up that morning, I prayed. I was even still praying and I was pouring the bottle of that. And this thing happened. Like, it was just so unexpected. Like, if it can put some people in my mind, I was like, it can put some people, but not me. That kind of feeling. Like, how some people, but not me. And then it happened. Yeah. So that was one of the most horrible pain I've experienced. This is a disclaimer. Be very careful when I value with hot water, hot oil, all these things. But then this is an unexpected feeling, like an unexpected happening. This is to teach us, Gen Zs, that unexpected things and bad things happen. And this is not for you to now walk around in the road and be expecting that one building will just fall on your head or something horrible will just happen. No, it's not for you to become negative, but for you to create, or for you to work on coping mechanisms. How I wrote it down here was coping mechanisms, that emotional resilience, or deploying a healthy coping strategy that will actually help you in that situation. So it's more like if you are going for a war, you don't just go that. You understand? If you are going for a war, you prepare, you get your gear, put on everything. You understand? Like, you put your bulletproof, you put your food inside. That's exactly what this chapter speaks about. Chapter 1 speaks about that Gen Z should prepare for bad things. You should not expect the bad, but prepare for them. All right. So this particular bad thing can happen in every way. It's not only in quote unquote typical bad things. It can happen in you were not expecting to have a career, and then you had career, but even in the course you knew you wrote well. There's a course that you wrote well in this course, and that's the course you now had F. Something that happened to a family member, or just became sick during exam, and you are never sick during exam. All those kind of experiences, or someone that you trusted, your close friend, broke your trust, or whatever. It works all around. You should prepare for it. So, how can you action word now becomes how can you actually prepare for such bad things? So you need to actually have a strategy or a plan or a way around it. For me, whenever things happen, I don't do like, when something happens, you don't be like, yeah, you want to react. At that point, just sit down with the situation. That's what I do. I will just sit down, like, hold it to your face, relax. Because if your first reaction is to react immediately, it will not help you. So the first thing is to sit down with the situation. The second is to prepare your resistance mechanism before it comes, which is exactly what I was speaking about. That before it comes, you should first, prepare a ground, a safe space for any situation, so that when it happens, you are able to, hold yourself. So you will not be the person that something will happen and you are now scattering yourself, displaying all around. Imagine if it happened when you're at work. Imagine if it happened when you are with a destiny helper. What would you now do in that situation? So that's exactly the same thing saying that you should have a way, first of all, whenever a situation happens, hold it in. Then secondly, distract yourself. Yes. Secondly, distract yourself. Do something completely abstract. So if the situation is this way, react in another way. Just maybe go and do something else that's completely different from that. That will pull you away from the situation. Do you understand? The third thing is, immediately you've done that, don't visit that situation that day. Visit it like in the next 2 days. That way, not only do you have a clear mind, but then you are more certain with what you will do or with what you will say about the situation. Right? So these are some of the actionable steps you can actually take whenever, as a agency, you are confronted with a very bad situation. All right. So, which now leads us to the question for this particular chapter. It says, when a sudden, and this question is for you, when a sudden setback hits, what's your immediate reaction and how do you pull yourself out of it? Like I said earlier, you should prepare before it hits. All right. And it is very good that the situation does not meet you unprepared. All right. So that's all for this particular chapter and this particular episode of Dear Gen Z episode 2. So I want to see your answers in the comment section. Let's keep this rolling, and I want to see your own experiences. What are some of the experiences you've had that throw you off balance? Some of the experiences you've had that are like, hi, I have done you like this, and how did you react to them? It can be personal, it can be a family member. However, for me, there was something that happened when I was in primary school. One of my closest friends in primary school, we just came back from break, and then we just realized that this girl hadn't come back. That happened when I was it was in junior secondary school. I was in just 3 or just 2. Right, we came back from break, and then I had not come back. So we had to ask her, where's our friend and all that, and they told us that she died during the break. What happened? Malaria. That just threw me because she was a very close friend of mine. A very, very close friend. So Gen Z's, prepare yourself. It's better that you are prepared for the war and you do not still go to the war, than you go to the war and then you're not prepared for the war and the war now hits you. So always have yourself, put yourself together. It's not a one day something. It's a thing you do over time. And does not make you a wicked person, does not make you heartless, it does not turn you into a heartless person, but rather it makes you a self-secure and balanced individual. So let me hear your comments, and we'll see you on the next episode of Dear Gen Z Book Review Series.